Okay, I think we are ready to go. Recording is already in progress. Thank you for joining us today at the Reltio community. We're going to talk about building a product data management capability to fit IDMP standards. IDMP, it stands for Identification of Medicinal Products. And it's a set of standards created by the ISO that mandates a unified data structure and vocabulary for medicinal products and for medical data submissions. IDMP standards affect various parts of the business of life sciences companies. It's marketing, it's clinical, it's manufacturing, it's supply chain. And this drives the need for robust enterprise product data management solution to ensure compliance, efficiency, and patient safety. And today, Himanshu Vasista is going to present you how ZS can address that data foundation with the help of Reltio technology. My name is Camille Beyer. I'm Alliance Manager for Reltio, and typically alliances help us in bringing a good solution, a great solution to the market. And I think IDMP is one of those examples where we intensely work with partners like ZS. Before I introduce Himanshu, a few things that I like to cover as housekeeping topics. Maybe you can pull up the slides, Himanshu, because I think that's also mentioned there. First of all, this is being recorded. The session is being recorded. We do that so we can distribute it afterwards. You can review it afterwards, but you also can share it with colleagues or friends or whoever you think is interested in the topic. During the presentation, please keep yourself on mute. For questions, they are very welcome. We like to make it interactive, but if you want to speak up, wait till after the presentation, then go on camera and come up with your question. And you can also put it in the chat. It's very handy, so we can after the presentation we can address your questions. One more slide that I'd like to show. That's slide number 3. If you can put it on presentation mode, Himanshu.
Mhm.
And that's the safe harbor slide. Maybe you are familiar with that one, and you can read it through. Okay. Himanshu.
Yep.
30 years MDM consulting experience in the healthcare market. I'm looking forward to your presentation. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Kamil. Yeah, just would like to introduce myself. Yeah, I am from ZS London office. Overall, I have 15 years of experience in purely in data management. Majorly, I have been working with several clients, developing data management solutions on Reltio. And for past 5 years, I have been deeply interested in IDMP, like how it can help pharma companies to, you know, solve the silos that we have seen across different business units. And that's where, IDMP can help in building a cross-domain product data management capability. Uh, Even just before this call, I was in a discussion with the client where, they were talking about the IDMP-based capability that they are embarking on. So let's move on. In this, presentation, I think just would like to highlight that ZS and Reltio, we are very strong partner. We have been partnering with Reltio since its inception. It's around 10, 12 years of partnership. We have already developed multiple assets and accelerator. Uh, on Reltio that are ready to use, and even for the IDMP, we have developed hard assets that I will cover in this session that can be plugged into client's environment. Uh, we have done like 12 plus Reltio implementation, 40 plus Reltio engagements in last 5 years, and we have many certified experts. And yeah, we cherish this partnership, and it is growing day by day. Okay, moving on. Yeah, I think I'm just wanted to highlight. I think Kamil provided a bit of background, but what is IDMP? So IDMP is basically, full form Identification of Medicinal Products. It's actually a set of standards uh, published by EMA, European Medicinal Agency, which defines or regulates that all the life science companies, they should follow a set of practices while they are managing the product data. All the life sciences companies, when they are doing clinical trials, testing their product data, they have to submit their results, details about the products to regulatory authorities, for passing their drug. So these regulatory authorities needs to accept the data in a particular format, and that's where EMA defined that we need to accept data in this particular format. So that's where they have defined a standardized data model, the list of attribute. They have defined SPOR, substance, product, organization, referential, like list of reference data values, standardized reference data values to maintain that product. IDMP is not new. I think the journey with IDMP started in, I think 10 years ago in 2012, 2013, when, the European EMA started to think that they have to standardize, the product data management capabilities across different companies. But it has been evolving, and it is not yet completed. I think the latest version of IDMP, which consists of almost, I would say, 90% of the data model and standardized values, late in 2023 or earlier this year, and they are projecting that the full-blown IDMP model will come next year. So it has been evolving, and all the pharma companies, they also have been following the IDMP standards for a very long time. But the problem, now the use case which comes into the picture is that uh, now we have a standardized model. Now we have a standardized list of reference data attributes. So the use case is that we should, think about building an enterprise level product data management capabilities, because across different domains we can see different challenges when these companies are handling product data, uh, whether it's commercial, whether it's development, regulatory, whether it's pharmaceutical. In regulatory, we can see, that even if the companies are following IDMP, they are doing a lot of manual efforts in, submitting the regulatory submissions, going through the paperwork, filling the authorization forms, submitting to regulatory authorities. So all of that requires tons of effort, tons of manpower to make the data as per IDMP needs. Similarly, in pharmaceutical manufacturing, if suppose there is a glitch identified in a product stage, at a manufacturing stage, there are a lot of challenges to backtrack, from where that product was generated, from which manufacturer that product was received, from which supplier that product was registered. So there can be many issues related to product data when even if we are doing IDMP, but there is no data management capability. So with IDMP being evolved, there is a dedicated use case of building an enterprise level product data management capability, which provides one-stop shop for all the domains to look at Reltio based data management for product data, and it becomes the center or source of truth. All the users in different domains, they do not need to go do all the manual works. They do not need to go through different systems. They do not need to create siloed Excel based systems, etc. They all can do, they'll just refer to the IDMP based Reltio data model, the Reltio capability, and it is ready to use. We feel that currently, this is just based on our experience, that IDMP data model is currently focusing only on the pre-commercial stage. So as you can see in the screen, the enterprise level product data management, it consists of a circle in the middle on the left, which is like product lifecycle data management, pre-commercial management of product data, and the circle on the right is about commercial product data management, where we, manage the brands or competitor products, etc. So we feel that the current IDMP data model can be extended so that we can have one single view to link the product from molecule to market. That's our vision, and that's we have achieved that in different clients as well. But with IDMP, we can enable an enterprise level product data management capability. If I move on, yeah, benefits I think I've covered, like, it spans different domains, compliance, accelerate and effort in submissions, clinical, it improves the governance because now we know if we want to track or trace a product information, I need to go to MDM and just backtrack it from the pharmaceutical product to the its ingredient or molecule stage. Supply chain, I can see in end-to-end integration, improving the planning and management. Manufacturing, streamlining the operation, you know, managing the suppliers. So it helps different domains if we have this capability rightly enabled. It ensures, it also provides complete transparency because everything related to product data is managed under one solution. Okay. Yes. So about the partnership and assets. So ZS and Reltio work together to develop a list of some assets, that those are hard assets that we can directly enable for different clients who are looking for building an enterprise level product data management capability. The first one is advanced IDMP-based data model. So it's an L3 configuration, fully validated as per IDMP standards, attributes, data types, classification, relationships, everything is available in L3, which is the configuration module for Reltio. It is ready to upload. Customized MDM UI, as I was saying, that this is an enterprise level product data management capability. So there will be different business users who will be logging into MDM, and they need to see the product data as per their needs. So we have developed customized UI needs, whether it's a manufacturing business user, it's a clinical user, or it's a supply chain user. So we have developed different UI facets that we can use and show for different business users. We have SPOR driven reference data repository. So IDMP provide, as I was saying, like substance, product, organization, referential, all the list of values. They are already mapped with different data sources, PLM, MES, all those sources are mapped with this SPOR reference data repository, ready to upload as per Reltio template and ready to use. And then the network view. So we have created relationship and different relationship affiliations between the product data stages to see how the product traces from initial clinical stages to the pharmaceutical stage. With this, I would like to show you the demo. I will just take a pause, maybe 1 minute or so. If there are any questions, I have my team as well, so feel free to add questions into the chat. But
Indeed, I saw a question, Himanshu. Maybe a good moment to answer that now, right before the demo. Question is there any centralized IDMP model available, or do companies need to have their own model?
there is a centralized IDMP model. I mean, companies can tweak them as per the use cases, but the attributes, the reference data values, that is driven by the EMA, like European Medicine Agency. But as I was saying, this model can be enhanced to enable commercial attributes as well, which are not given by IDMP. So we can tweak it as long as we are adhering to the guidelines. It should be fine.
Excellent. Thanks.
Okay, now I'll show the demo for just a sample product. it is mocked up data taken from the again taken from the EMA website. So mocked up data, there are some fake values, but just would like to show how a molecule or an ingredient looks like at its initial stage and how it moves from stage to stage, from hop to hop to the final pharmaceutical product. So let me share my screen. And let me know if it's visible. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I hope it's visible. Thank you. So here I am talking, showing an ingredient which is an active substance, radium dichloride, faked up name, but we can see this is at the smallest product stage currently. This record created in Reltio. We can see details like what does it do. It is a muscle relaxer, reduces inflammation. We can see the substance details, what type of substance it is. It contains radium, what quantity it is. So this is, and what is the manufacturing, manufacturing details, how does it come. So that is the like the first stage. Once this ingredient or the first stage is ready, it is converted into a medicinal product. So you can see that this MDM record is linked to a medicinal product record, and I can directly click this medicinal product, and I can now see the medicinal information. Again, it's a different master record altogether, and I can see what type of information is present. Like it is present for France. It comes in a bottle. It comes into different pack size. It has certain some identifiers. It's therapeutic indication area. It contains classification, covigilance information. So this is the medicinal product information, and yeah, we can easily modify this information. Certain information, as you can see, there are nested attributes, there are simple attributes. Many of the attributes, I mean, if I can do the edit as well, there are certain attributes that are reference data attributes. So we have drop down to select the values. So this medicinal information, once it is ready, it is passed, everything is good, it move to a packaged medicinal product where it is packed like I'm sending a tablet. What in which tablet I will send? I will send in a polythene, high density polythene bottle, or I will send how to take that tablet, or if it is a liquid form, then I will take in a syringe base. What is the shelf life of that product? uh, I can see more details like what is the medical device associated, like should I take the tablet from spoon, should I take it via injection, what is the packaging information. So all the packaged medicinal product information, I can see the information. So from ingredient to medicinal information to the packaged medicinal product. Once it is ready for like in a packaged form, I can also see its authorization information, like where, in which market, in which area it is getting authorized. So I can see again reference data, but it is reference authorized by a life science Ireland based company. Its authorization is valid. The authorization procedures, different procedures that it follows, the authorization holder. So all the details related to authorization of that medicinal product is also visible. So if I go back, and I can see in this view the medicinal product, ingredient, pharmaceutical product have covered. We have covered the authorization. We can also see the manufacturing, where it is getting manufactured, this product. It is primary packaging, what is its alias name, where it is getting manufacturing, of manufacturing start date, manufacturing end date. So different type of manufacturing information is also linked with this medicinal product. And lastly, when everything is manufactured, approved, authorized, we have the final pharmaceutical product, which is basically the brand. It's the commercial brand which is ready to be used by the patient. And that's where we can link all the pre-commercial product information with this pharmaceutical product. We can see from where it was created. Sorry, I think, yeah, just to click the pharmaceutical product. Yeah. So we can see, from where it generated, what was it medicinal product. And here, if there are other competitors, we can show other competitors. We can see, how this product is behaving, or, create a market basket to create comparison between a company's brands with other competitors. So this is how the overall end-to-end flow from molecule to market, looks like within one MDM ecosystem, Reltio. We can see that we have created different entities. Uh, they are customizable as per specific business needs. If suppose, a company says that I want to have more entity, or I want to merge two entities, that is possible. We can, tweak the IDMP data model, but this is just based on the, out of the box IDMP data model with, the asset and accelerator that ZS and Reltio have developed. One thing that I would like to call out, like, the UI facets, these are specifically customized. So here I am logging as an enterprise, data steward. So that is why I am able to see all the details. But if there is an R&D, data steward, or R&D business user, or a supply chain business user, we can, hide or can provide the controls to the person to see specific UI facet or the information. So that is also possible in Reltio to do that. Uh, the L3 is, it is completely ready. If I go to graph view, just wanted to show, we can see the graphical view, the relationships as well, from where this Vitarvi tablet is linked to different entities that I just provided walkthrough. So similarly for all the products, we can see, this type of graph view as well, and we can see the lineage. If suppose I'll take an example to do a bit deep dive now. Suppose there was a drug for a company, and it was a complaint was raised for an adverse event for that drug, like the patient got some side effects, some serious side effects. So now we need to track that product, like when it was manufactured, what were the ingredients, what were the expiry date of that product, was that product approved or not, was that product taken, the expiry date was valid or not, was that product is it in a general form, or it was taken in some other specific manner. So with this IDMP based view, we can backtrace, from that pharmaceutical product stage till the molecule stage, like where the problem can happen. And it optimizes the analysis time by, I think, by tons of hours, to be honest, and, a lot of man resources, because we have just one view to see the end-to-end traceability of the product. I'll take a pause and just want to see some questions over the chat. If there are any questions, feel free to, ask here.
Yeah, actually, Ivanshu, if you allow me,
Yep.
I have a question. I understand that IDMP is still evolving. So shouldn't you wait till it is finally completely 100% clear what's going to happen before setting up your product data management now? Or what would your advice be there? I see some hesitance in the market to start with this.
Yeah. So the model currently we have, I feel, it is up to 90% stage. And even if companies do not have, dedicated MDM on Reltio based on IDMP, they still have to submit their product to regulatory authorities in that particular IDMP format. The new version that will come next year, it will just be like addition of new attributes, addition of additional information, maybe some changes in relationship here and there. But the companies who do not have MDM, they are still, need to submit to regulatory authorities in the same format, which is the version currently. So if we do not have MDM, we do not have product data management capability enabled, they, we need to either build custom solution, or we need to do manually, prepare all the documents, prepare all the regulatory submission. And so it requires a lot of effort. So we should not wait from my perspective. And I think, based on stats, out of top 10 farmers, I think 6 to 7 or maybe more, all the farmers, they are already in the journey for building IDMP based data management solution. So they are not waiting. So we should not wait as well.
Thanks, Branshu. Yeah. Other question from Prakriya, if I pronounce it well. What capabilities exist to connect to EMA SPORE database to retrieve
Yeah.
vocabulary information?
Yeah, we do not need to connect to, SPOR database. We can connect. The thing is, like, the reference data, the values, based on my experience, reference data do not change a lot. So instead of connecting to the database, we can download from the repository, and maybe once every 3 months or 6 months, we can refresh. So it would be good to build the reference data repository directly in Reltio instead of build. I mean, we can build the integration pipeline as well, but yeah, we can, directly download and use it.
Thanks. Yeah, I saw in the meantime a question, and I didn't introduce my colleague Gino Fortunato, but he answered the questions already. Hi, Gino. Product-related question. Is Reltio having capability to manage generic product data management? And the answer is clearly it does. Reltio is a multi-domain master data management platform. So yes, it does.
And there is a question that how much time it takes. So the biggest challenges. So I've been, I've engaged with two big pharmas where we did this IDMP implementation. The biggest challenge that I have seen, to be honest, is not the implementation; it's the change management. The problem is, you are trying to unite R&D team, you are trying to unite supply chain team, commercial team to align that, we need to build an enterprise level product data management. These are the use cases. Please prioritize them. The challenge comes is that R&D says, no, my use cases are priority. You have to deploy these first. Supply chain says, no, my use cases are priority. So the conflicts happen between these business functions. That is the most difficult thing to handle. And I want to share an experience from a client. Like, I think it is like a couple of years ago, when we were doing this IDMP journey, we spent 12 to 16 weeks just on the business engagement to align on the use cases, because there were so many conflicts, so many discussions. The business functions were not aligning, what are the priorities. But once that was done for the next client, I did it in 6 weeks. So it is a journey of change management, and there is a need of enterprise level governance and enterprise level stakeholders who can talk to these business functions that, guys, this is important, this is at not at your business level, this is at enterprise level, so prioritize what is important for enterprise. So that means that has been the most important thing from my experience perspective.
EMA PMS API. Can we work with that? Can we import expert data?
We can import. Not sure about the export. That I need to check, but we can import for sure.
Okay.
Now, just moving on. Yeah, feel free to put in the questions. I'm pretty sure we can cover them. But I wanted this conversation to be as interactive as possible. So just to move on. I would like to showcase the last time the view of data model, the Reltio view. So as I was sharing, like, one-stop shop for end-to-end molecule to market view, manageable in Reltio MDM via the ZS Assets and Accelerator. And we can see all the stages of product information and manage in MDM. So MDM becomes the single source of truth. All the silos, all the, you know, staggered tech stack in different domains, they can all go to rest. We can do a consolidation exercise, a real impactful exercise with business to bring everyone into same enterprise level product data management capability. I will move back to the presentation and let me know.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
keep an eye
over to
open.
you, Camille and Delphine and Bronwyn, if you would like to add anything here now.
I think we're fine. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yep.
lastly, I was talking about the asset and accelerator. So we have readily available asset and accelerator directly compatible with Reltio. GS and Reltio have been working a lot in building the features and capabilities that are useful for business. we are building the technical solution that are business driven. So we are taking care, we are ensuring that we take care of both the aspects, the business aspects and the IT aspects. So we are hitting the, nail or building the assets that are needed by the business. And these assets are ready to use and can be deployed in any of the client environment using Reltio. I think that was it. Thank you
Right.
so much. Thank you everyone for joining this session. You please feel free to reach out to me or Camille over our LinkedIn profiles or any queries. We would be happy to connect offline as well and share our experience, case studies, and more detail or technical discussions on the assets.
Yeah, thank you, Himanshu, for sharing your expertise on this subject. Very learningful for me, certainly, hopefully also for the rest of the audience. I like the phrase from molecule to market. I will not easily forget that, I think, because that's what IDMP all is about. Any additional questions, feel free, and hope you enjoyed it today. Thanks for your time. Have a wonderful rest of the day or evening, dependent on where you are on this planet.
There are a few, excuse me, there's a few more questions, so maybe you want to address those. Yes.
So these accelerators, like we have developed on GS sandbox environment, but if there is a Reltio environment available in your company, we can enable, we can work with you and we can enable these assets and accelerator in your environment as well.
Yeah, good question.
I'd also like to encourage people on this call to look at the Reltio partner showcase and look at ZS's profile, where we have some more slides about our IDMP resource and assets. I'm going to include a link in our chat so you can look. And it also has a way to reach out to us if you'd like to learn a bit more and do a deeper dive of what Himanshu was talking about today.
Thanks, Brownon. Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day ahead, and looking forward to connect with this group on deep dive on IDMP. Thank you. Bye bye.